Hey friends, welcome back to Just Saying Wisdom. Have you ever made a decision, thought it through from every angle, prayed about it, talked about it, made pros and cons lists, lost the list, made another list, and then somehow found yourself right back where you started? Not because anything changed, and not because the new information showed up, but because the decision still didn't feel, settled. At some point, you're not making a decision anymore. You're dating it. And that, and if that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Today, I want to talk to you about some things that I have learned the hard way. Sometimes the longest detours in life don't happen because we know enough. We don't know enough. Sometimes they happen because we keep standing in the same crossroads waiting for certainty that never comes. Most of us believe that if we could just find one more answer, one more article, one more opinion, one more sign, that then everything would suddenly be clear. We tell ourselves, we just need to think a little bit longer about it. I need more information. I need to be absolutely sure. And don't get me wrong, wisdom matters. Doing your homework matters. Seeking counsel matters. But there comes a point when you've gathered what you need, and the real challenge isn't information anymore. We convince ourselves that the next piece of information is the missing piece. And meanwhile, we've watched 17 YouTube videos, read 12 articles, called 3 friends, and somehow we're more confused than we were when we started. I think about retirement. Eventually, you know the numbers, you know your options, you know the pros and cons. In fact, you've run the calculator so many times that the calculator's tired of seeing you. Or think about moving. You can research neighborhoods, schools, jobs, churches, housing prices, traffic patterns, and every possible scenario. And somehow, at some point, you've studied the city so thoroughly that the people who actually live there could ask you for directions. Eventually, you've reached the edge of what the research can tell you. At that point, the question changes. It's no longer, what information am I missing? It becomes, am I willing to move forward without knowing everything? And here's the part that nobody talks about. As long as we're still evaluating, we're protected. We haven't committed. We haven't risked being wrong. We haven't taken responsibility for the outcome. And we can always tell ourselves, well, I'm just gathering more information, which sounds a whole lot more productive than saying, I'm terrified of making a decision. The moment we choose, things get real. And sometimes what we've actually been searching for isn't the wisdom, it's certainty. And the problem is that life rarely offers certainty. At least not the kind we want, or at least most of us want. That's why I like the scripture of James 1:5. That scripture says, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to him. Notice what James says. He says, ask for wisdom. He doesn't say you'll suddenly know every outcome, and he doesn't say that every risk disappears. He doesn't say you'll never have questions again. He says, ask for wisdom. I think sometimes, after we've sincerely sought wisdom, the next step is trusting what we've been given and then move forward. Looking back over my own life, there has been so many things I wish I could understand better. Not because I would have avoided every mistake. Let's be honest. I probably would have found a few entirely new mistakes to make. But I might have avoided taking quite so many scenic routes. And when I say scenic routes, I don't mean the kind with mountain views and waterfalls. I mean the kind where 6 years later you find yourself saying, "How in the world did I get back here again?" I've spent some time standing at crossroads I should have already left behind. And if I'm honest, some of those detours were